They banned the Elo side as well, and this is attacking the assault rifles.
Is that almost as effective for you as just banning like 3 assault rifles like you mentioned? Does that almost handle it in a similar capacity, at least for some of those long-range fights? Turns it a little bit more sub-heavy?
The BOA side is still pretty good to use. I mean, it's very similar to a red dot, so I know it doesn't do the same thing for me. I would have much rather have banned out a gun itself. Take away the M8 from Formal. Take away the Man of War from Formal. Force the assault rifles on the side of Optic Gaming to just use something like an HVK, which obviously isn't as effective on this
You did
map.
mention, though, that part of it is trying to make Optic uncomfortable. You got to think when you're used to using, you know, red dot or reflex in 100% of your games, you don't think it'll be that big of a deal?
No, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Now, Overdrive does make it through. Scum looks like he missed his pick, so he gets auto-locked with a Sparrow. Johnny locks in the Hive. Is no one going to pick Overdrive here? Remy's got to pick over. Remy's a 100% Overdrive. No Overdrive on the side of Optic.
They're so used to it being banned out, and well, maybe Scump was going to be the guy to do it, but he takes the Sparrows. You have 3 weapons now.
Also, no kinetic armor. I think Scump may probably have tried to lock in kinetic
armor. Is this
the
uplink that 100 Thieves wins? They've got Overdrive.
I don't know.
They've got Overdrive. You got rid of some stuff in the ban protect that may annoy Optic Gaming, but got to think you ticked them off a little bit in the game too. They're going to be coming out for blood now, but this might be, I don't want to say it's one of the better chances, but just due solely to the ban protect, it's going to mix things up for Optic in a capacity that maybe I give 100 Thieves a shot to keep it close.
To it, I would say 85% chance for Optic Gaming to win, 15% chance for 100 Thieves to win. So yes, there is a chance.
That's better than I would have thought the odds were coming in before.
I want to see what their class loadouts are going to be at the start. Like, are they going to flood the map with smoke grenades? What are they going to use? They got to get Remy going early on because he's the guy with Overdrive in the game. You get him. Maybe he could snowball the game out of effect, just getting some key dunks or making some big plays with Overdrive. I got to see what weapons they're going to use. And also, like, are Optic Gaming going to bring out something like the BOA site here? There are a lot of variables that now enter the game.
That's true. It should be interesting for sure. We'll have the guys take a look at some of the classes as we go here early, but we're already guaranteed to get towards the CTF. And thinking forward a little bit, you got to think if they're trying
to do the same thing in the CTF, I think there's a chance they could take it.
Well, exactly. That's my point. Like, I feel like uplink and hardpoint, despite the ban protect and changes, it's going to be hard because it comes down to more raw slang. It's still going to favor Optic no matter what's in the game for me.
Yeah.
But if you take a look at your S&Ds and your CTF, you have to think there's a chance for 100 Thieves just mixing up a little bit.
I'm trying to like theorycraft like the wackiest class that you could use.
We'll talk about that during this uplink. You and I can spit some ideas around. But guys, we are getting ready to go. It's going to be the Game 3 uplink. Can 100 Thieves win their first of Stage 2 by bringing a little bit variety against Optic Gaming, where Optic continue their hot streak? To bring in the action, we'll toss it over to the casting desk.
I'm excited. I hope we see LMGs again. I want another shotgun.
We're going to see the Hive.
Maybe you looked
at me. You're like, is Hive allowed? Yeah, Hive is allowed. Yep, you can use Hive.
Haven't seen it in a while.
No, it's not very effective because you die pretty quick.
Yep.
No competitive match, pro match. So obviously the Hive go away once you die after you throw them down.
The reason you're laughing over there?
Just because it's ridiculous. I mean, we've never seen it.
We haven't.
And then Scump doesn't lock his in, which you figure would have been Overdrive. He ends up with a Sparrow, and Aches just pulled out the largest. As soon as Jack's on my screen.
I just looked at that screen.
Go to my screen. Go to my screen.
I just see the we both have it up.
Go to Jack's screen. Go to the game.
I just saw the largest weapon pickup ever by a character.
So if it came up and Jack was just started laughing.
That's 3/4 of the screen.
So Aches is going to be going with the dredge with Varix, Fast Mag, Quick Draw Stock.
It's a potent weapon.
So I think we should stay on with him. He's going to unscope his dredge there. Oh,
and this is
the power of the dredge.
This is the power of the dredge with the Varix sight. Remember when this game first came out? It's what everyone talked about was the dredge and how useful it can be. Now it's time to show its strength. Is what Aches is thinking, as it is one weapon that you can definitely rain down fire with, and just like that, Remy should get actually at least a 1 point off the board. Yeah, that's going to be 100 Thieves going up 1-0 in the first 30 seconds.
All right, so now it'll be Optic trying to fight for that mid-map control. Looks like Scump in the kill feed is using a KN, if not mistaken. Actually jump on board. Yeah, it'll be a KN with extended mag quick draw stock. Obviously, reflex in ELO out, so it's going to affect assault rifle players pretty heavily. Looks like Krim has actually gone with the BOA attachment. Seems like Johnny the same.
It's basically a third version of a red dot.
And it's got like a little bit of a target finder there.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
good.
sense
It's good
where-
against. It's really good against smokes, if I'm not mistaken, because you could. It'll highlight red if you see someone through the smoke. Very useful. Now Scump though moving up this drone. This should be at least a 1 for Optic Gaming. There you go. That'll put them on the board after the first minute. They finally found some ground after Crim6 goes on a 3-streak, Formal on a 5-streak. You give this man the M8, he'll get the job done.
Yeah, they probably should have gotten rid of the M8. Kind of slipped through in the banner protect here. And Formal's going to knock down a 1-point throw. Not going to be able to earn any more streaks. Ake's going to get up top now with his Varix Man of War. Trying to put some shots down at range. It's not going to connect. That's where you really miss having that grip.
Yeah. And Karma's actually using the Varix Man of War himself. Once again, with Elo and Red Dot both being banned out, forcing some of these players to use maybe a little bit more unorthodox type stuff. This is probably the most normal class I've seen all game. The VMP long barrel quick draw stock weapon. Remember, grip's still not available as well. The drone being rotated down Snow Street. About 2.5 minutes remaining on this first half, and Optic Gaming stopped that push at its tracks. They're going to look to grab this drone and start another offensive play for themselves.
Yep, and you're going to see Formal's going to be the one leading the way. With the M8 trying to get around the corner, not going to be able to do so as you see Royalty picking up one. Johnny with 2 big kills there. The drone, though, still in the hands of Karma. Gets off the 1-point throw just in time. It's going to be Optic Gaming up 3-1.
Nice play by Karma to just stay alive with the drone no matter what. Kept himself hidden, so he had enough armor to get that throw off. As Crim6 is still just using that 2-perk setup. Long barrel, BOA sight, quick draw, and stock all on that M8. Stacked up class, tries to get the RK5 kill. Won't work out for him there, and now with overdrive, Remy's trying to pick up that drone, but I do believe it fell into like a crack on the map, so instead of being able to get it, it's going to sit for the full 15-second reset, and that's going to hurt 100 Thieves a lot.
And that's unfortunate because he picks that up with overdrive. That's probably a 2-point play. This is a tie game.
Definitely. Oh, 100% it is. And instead now, his overdrive is gone. They have no map positioning, and Optic Gaming of 4 alive as they're going to try to flood out from their base.
That's an easy kill there from Karma as Crim picks up the other one. Now trying to get the drone further up the map, trying to get a 1-point score. He's going to make it to the tank. Should be able to get this one over the top, but he looks like he's going to wait for a teammate. They could potentially try and force this one in for 2, and nope, going to settle for the 1-point play. It's actually intercepted by Aches in the back of the 100 Thieves base. Nice play. Yeah,
beautifully done. He set it up perfectly. He just stood on top of that kind of grave site, immediately went for it. He's going to throw it back over towards his teammates as he knows he's being pressured through grave. And now Royalty will grab this drone and get it out of his base for the most part. 1 minute remaining now on side number 1. 100 Thieves. They get 2 down on the side of Optic Gaming, make it 3. Now they'll go ahead and play for a push down middle map.
I don't even think they need to go down the new mid. They could have taken this B street, settled for a 1-point play, but Royalty with Heatwave, and he's got some good teammate support there. You see Remy's going to pick up 1. It's going to be a 2-point play, and should be 100 Thieves tying the game up.
Wow, beautiful movement by Royalty. Still alive. The beatdown coming into play. Scump had the Sparrow.
He got 1 with it.
And that was about it. Sorry for missing that one. Just had to watch the offensive push from 100 Thieves. 30 seconds remaining. Optic now looking to strike one final time before the half comes into play. Scump watching over. Back barn. Does clean up 1. This KN-44 showing its power in this mid to close range engagement. Formal. Oh, he loses a one-on-one narrowly in middle map. Crim6 has active camo though with the drone. This will be a dunk, especially with no heat wave available. 5-3. Crim still staying alive. 10 seconds remaining. Thought he had a secondary pistol. That's not the case here. It's at the half. It will be 5-3 in favor of Optic Gaming. As we saw BOA sites, Varric sites, 48 dredges.
I think
Man of Wars.
I think you bring the dredge back out.
It's off the
if
break.
I'm 100 Thieves, yeah, I probably get in a top grandma. I bust that dredge out, and I would even say bring out a second dredge at this point, Jack. I mean, what do you have to lose, right?
Yeah. Hey, the dredge can be very useful, but I think the issue that comes back with it yet again is it's got a similar pacing issue because of how bulky those LMGs are. Not the best gun to run and gun with. Scump, I think that's why he's kind of favoring the KN-44. Reminds me a lot of the HVK in certain scenarios as he's doing work with that iron sight at the moment, 13 and 8. Actually, really nice stuns coming into play from 100 Thieves just to slow the pressure from Optic Gaming for the moment. Man of War back out. That Varric sight, in my opinion, just makes it that much more potent, especially from range. As now 100 Thieves have cleared out middle for the moment. They're looking to already get on the board early yet again.
Well, you remember correctly, like they tried these unorthodox things against like Rise last week, and they actually put up better fights than normal.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is a
They're,
it's a viable
with
it's a viable
camera right here,
strategy.
this
I mean,
should be a dunk.
yeah.
This is going to be a tie game, man.
Tie game. Yep.
100.
Fairly easy dunk there for 100 Thieves. Ake's only 275 away, not going to earn his counter UAV. So you see Royalty there throwing down some shots where you really need that grip with the submachine guns as
Got it.
VMP starts to get a little bit out of control, but
It would make my day if the first Uplink 100 Thieves win is in the second to last week against Optic Gaming.
with using Boa, Red
The Boa
Dot,
site.
Boa,
Hey,
Boa
man,
Varix.
They're changing the meta. This is stuff that will definitely be.
Hey man, look,
be
it's
brought out
stuff
come
that
champ
people are afraid to do. It's definitely changed the game. You
That's
see
a dunk.
Royalty there with a lightning, and they're going to get a dunk out of that. And it's going to be 100 Thieves going up by 2.
100 Thieves in the lead. Royalty and Johnny having great games. We'll go ahead and see if Formal uses that specialist. I do believe we just saw Royalty. Someone just called it a Cerberus, if I'm not mistaken. So that will come into play on the side of 100 Thieves. The throw gets intercepted by Aches. So there's no one-point play for Optic.
So he may actually hold this in the back of his face forever.
Forever.
And actually, it's going to be Royalty was controlling a Cerberus. He was trying to bring it back towards Aches. But at this point, Aches should just go. He should just sat all the way in the back of his face. No reason to even bring it out over there on the B Street. Now let's see that ends up hurting 100 Thieves. And actually, no, they pick up the drone. It's actually Remy tossing it forward.
With
He's going to have overdrive. This is going to be another 2-point play.
Oh, no.
One. He gets cut down the last minute. So it's going to be 100 Thieves here, up 3 against Optic Gaming.
And Aches actually clears out the Optic Gaming player who was in his base. That's Crim6. So it's a 2-possession lead for the side of 100 Thieves. Optic so far inside 2 have really struggled to get middle map control. Karma, 10 and 22. This CUDA not working for him so far on this map. Just can't seem to get anything going, and there has been no answer to the Cerberus as of yet. Finally, I do believe it's been cut down after some EMPs are tossed out. Scythe was used by Formal. Crim6 for the moment still alive in the opposing team's base, and just like that, Royalty cuts him down. 2 minutes left, 100 Thieves. This is their best chance at an uplink win yet.
Well, it's a nice play by Royalty. They actually toss him the drone to try and pick up an easy gunfight, and he throws it down and then takes out that player. And now he's actually got the drone all the way in the back of the base. So all 100 Thieves has to do is guard Royalty here for a little bit. He's going to reset the drone, but it looks like they have another player set up at drone spawn, and it's going to be Johnny. He's going to get tagged up in all directions. If 100 Thieves going to win this game, this is the push they got to hold here.
This most certainly is. Scump kills himself with the HC, probably got shot right off of using it. Formal by himself at middle map. He realizes he's just got to ditch this objective, and now the drone is going to be brought all the way into the spawn of 100 Thieves. With 90 seconds remaining, this is actually possible, man.
I mean, it's very likely at this point. I mean, at this point, if you're 100 Thieves, I bring out one Dredge and I sit him in the back with Royalty. So Royalty is going to get pushed, it looks like, from every direction. Going to just dance around with the drone. He could hit this lower wall run and try and hit all the way down.
No. That there, it's not actually possible to do.
Oh, you can't?
No, you have to see. You have to get on the other side of the map.
Okay.
It's only on the one side of the street.
He thought the same thing there. So at least so I don't feel completely wrong. You
Oh,
see the hive? The hive. So
Yo, just hide. Just shoot it all over and hide. Look, yeah, he's going to barricade himself in.
He's going to shoot the hive all over the drone spawn. You got to think it's going to get one of these players.
I think Karma did get the drone. He's got it out. 45 seconds left. Picked up by Aches. He's got camo to use.
They're going to bring this one to the back of the base.
Oh my god! This is going to be a 100 Thieves map win!
This is it.
They're going to win uplink!
This is it. They bring it all the way to the back of the base. You see Scumbid uses Sparrow.
Oh my god.
Everyone on 100 Thieves has their ability at this moment in time. No, Johnny's Hive is still out.
Oh my god!
Johnny's Hive is still out. You have Royalty defending with Heatwave. And Remy's got Overdrive, and that's it.
The host has ended the game. I would say that...
That's going to be 100 Thieves. I would say it's a 100 Thieves win there. 8-5.
This is a day that British Optic Gaming fans are going to want to forget forever. Their team loses to Iceland in glorified kickball, a.k.a. football.
I've casted some interesting games.
Now they lose to 100 Thieves in uplink.
This by far takes the cake.
Next, Gordon Ramsay. Is he from? I have no idea. From England? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it.
100 Thieves wins an uplink.
There you
First
go.
one in stage 2.
100 Thieves are up 2-1. This
2-1.
series is everything I could ever dreamed of and more. For now, let's send it back over to the analyst couch for their thoughts on that game 3.